The Obama and Biden families are about to leave office after 8 years, and so Sandra Soberai Westfall and I sat down with Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden in Michelle Obama's office in the White House.
All of these 8 years, I have watched the relationship between Jill Biden and Michelle Obama and been really curious about it because we've never seen a First Lady and Second Lady be so obviously, genuinely girlfriends.
Are we too far apart? We've been so close.
This is People at the White House, the final interview with First Lady Michelle Obama and Dr. Jill Biden. Here we are in the First Lady's office.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us. Mrs. Obama, you have said of your friendship, we've been silly together, we've cried a lot. Can you tell us about your friendship over the past few years, how it has evolved?
Well, it felt pretty automatic. It was election night. Well, actually, it started at the convention.
No, it started before that. It started when we were announced out. Remember?
That's right.
In
Yeah,
Springfield,
that's
Illinois.
right.
That's when it was.
That's right.
Because we had both been Senate spouses, but you were in Chicago, I was in
So
Delaware.
we never came to Washington.
Yeah, and it was an instant
yeah,
bond.
yeah.
Just that moment. I mean, we just knew we would be friends.
Is there a particular memory that you both have from the Joining Forces initiative that you're going to carry with you?
Ooh, there are so many
Yeah,
moments. It's
yeah.
hard, I remember the baby shower that we did
With
for
Martha
the expected,
Stewart.
right? Oh yeah,
For military moms. And how about The Voice this summer?
Oh, that was good.
That was a lot of fun to
We
be
were
on
The
set.
Voice.
Yeah, that was fun. Gosh, we've done so many things.
But it's our conversations with spouses,
Yeah.
because they, I say this again and again, that if ever I'm feeling sorry for myself or I'm feeling down, spending some time talking with the men and women who are the spouses of our service members, that makes you understand that there's no problem that you can't handle, because they do it all with grace and with dignity. They don't complain.
I didn't know if they were really close friends. I didn't know if they were best friends in the world. And it turns out they have an incredibly close relationship. And the thing that struck me about both of them is they're both very, very funny.
What's the First Lady like as a travel companion?
She's fun. She's a lot of fun. I think our staffs get along well together, and we just get on the plane and
Have a little wine.
I wasn't gonna say that.
We can tell them about the wine. Now we can tell them about the wine.
That's
We're
right.
almost done.
There are no
That's
more
right,
rules.
yeah.
Like
Open
we are
the
drunk
wine.
on the plane.
Yeah. Put on some music.
Jill is, oftentimes she's grading papers, which is always funny because I forget, oh yeah, you have a day job. And then she pulls out her papers and she's so diligent. I was like, look at you, you have a job. Tell me what it's like. What has it been like? So she's always got papers to grade. So when she finishes her homework, then we can talk, we can play.
We can do girl talk.
Yeah.
It's like, even if we don't see one another for maybe a month because we're both different places, we get together and it's like, that friend that you see like a couple years later and it's like you never, that's what this is, I think.
It's been an incredibly tough 2 years for your family. What has it meant to have this relationship getting you through that time?
Well, Michelle has been truly wonderful. And so through the tough times, I mean, she knew what was going on. Most people didn't. And she was always caring and asking how we were doing, how the kids were doing, how Bo was doing. But she and Barack knew above all, I mean, what every week was like. And then when Bo died, they came over to the house and came to the funeral, and it's continued. I mean, every time, how you doing? How are things going? How are the kids doing? And with things going on in Michelle's life, but how's your mom doing? And so it's more than just us, it's our extended family.
The whole country was struck when Bo Biden died. Everybody felt the heaviness of that grief. It was unimaginable. And I'd not been able to talk to Dr. Biden about that before this interview.
And It was a very emotional moment. She was very grateful for the support that she had received. And I think it went both ways. I think there were probably things that Michelle Obama went through that we don't even know about that Jill supported her on.
But as they were talking about that, I did think, what are we going to do now? Like, where do we go with this interview now? To then ask about the relationship with the husbands felt like a decent segue. We have to ask the bromance between your husbands.
Oh, is that hysterical?
Yeah, they're so
Oh my God.
What are they going to do when they leave?
I know.
They're gonna find each other.
They're going to be eating ice cream
Find each
somewhere,
other.
I'm sure.
They'll go for
Find
long
each other.
walks
Yeah.
together, looking
Yeah.
into
Frankly.
each other's eyes. Going, I miss you. I miss you too.
So is that real? Are those memes real? Like the two of
Well,
them?
not the words. Those are made up words.
I couldn't get them to admit that Joe Biden really wanted to leave whoopee cushions all over the house for Donald Trump, but I tried.
But you know what? That has become a truly beautiful friendship.
Yeah.
And I don't think we've really seen a lot of that, and especially in politics. But I think they really love one another.
They do. They do.
Just like we do.
They have their lunches together, and when
Yes.
Barack comes home, he's like, I had lunch with Joe
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, and
We'll
that's,
talk
you know-
about- and there's real joy in
Yeah.
the fact that I got to have lunch with Joe, and
Yeah.
but you missed the dinner. We had a dinner the other night because you were working.
I was
and-
working.
But they were very touching then, because I think for Barack having somebody who's like the big brother, we won't call him uncle, but because,
Or older.
or older.
Yes.
No, it's like the big brother in this journey, somebody that he respects and admires. It's the best decision that Barack has made as president of the United States, picking Joe and the Bidens
Thank you.
as our partners in this journey. So that's real, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of golfing. Joe
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
golf as much as Barack, or does he? Yeah, he
yeah,
sort
he
of. So
does.
there could be a
Yeah.
lot of golfing
Yes.
together. So,
And so we'll get together and we'll sit by the fire and drink, and they can go golf or,
It's a lot of drinking. That seems to be a theme.
No, it's not really, but, it's just.
Not that much.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's not that much.
So before we left them, we did ask them to take a look back at some of their photo album from the year and show them some pictures from the last 8 years so we could get their memories on these kind of behind-the-scenes moments.
This is the Vipers. We were cheering on the Vipers. Can you imagine being in a rec league gym in Maryland with the vice president, the president, the first and second spouses, all the kids and the grandkids, all in one gym with our security?
Yes, yeah. There was more
Yelling.
security than people on the teams.
Yelling at a group of, I think they were probably
Yeah.
fifth or sixth
Yeah.
graders. Shoot! Oh no, you can see.
I will say that it doesn't look like a lot of decorum going on in that.
No. This was one of the games where we were all there.
Yep.
But Barack coached the Vipers, and Maisie was the Biden's granddaughter. It was the star, and it continues to be one of the star athletes at the school. So it was probably some shot missed. Or it looked like there was a shot missed.
No, if it was Maisie, she made the shot.
She Maisie
Yes.
made the shot. She was probably Sasha missing the shot. Love you, kid. Was this the second election night?
That was, yes, Victory Night.
Yes,
2012.
yeah, because I remember the
I remember the
dresses.
outfit.
Yeah,
We
the
know each
outfits.
other by the outfit. We're like, are you ready? You ready
Yeah.
to do this again?
Yeah.
4 more
Yeah.
years? Yeah, I remember this night.
I do too. It's a lot
Yeah.
of excitement.
Yeah. Okay, one more. Oh, this was the Caregiver Summit. To me, this reminds me of how important this issue is and how it crosses party lines, because we have Elizabeth Dole in the
That's
corner.
right. Yeah, she's right.
Right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Rosalynn Carter, they all
Yes.
came together for this event, because each of us in our post sort of official life has continued to work on these issues. Laura Bush is the same thing. We just did an event together. We've done several events together around military families. So, again, this is one of the special parts about serving in this role, you get to connect it to the military community, and you never want to let go. You just brought in, and you know that you have to continue the fight. And these amazing women have been champions on this issue far longer than I know I have. And we hope to be, I don't know, I always tell Rosalynn, I'm not sure if I want to be working as long as she is. I would tell her, slow down. You're making us all look bad.
Rosalynn Carter ruins everything.
That's a funny line.
Thanks, Rosalynn.
Well, I want to tell you both, thank you so much, because both of your families have been exceptionally generous in letting People Magazine tell your stories as people living in this bubble. So, I mean, we were just thinking, to go back and count, I think we've done 14 or 15 interviews with you guys, and to be entrusted with your family's stories has been a great honor. So
Well, we're
thank
just
you.
people.
Yeah.
In the end,
So it's perfect for you.
we're just people, pretty regular.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.